How's it going, guys? My name is Iceman, and today I'm going to be doing a Gaming Newsnet video on the PS4. So I haven't done one on the PS4 yet, and I'm sorry about the microphone quality, and I'm just going to have to mute this volume because for some reason it's coming out of my speakers. I don't know why that would be, but anyways, the PS4. Okay, so the link to where I'm getting all this information will be in the description. It's Kodaku. This is the same website that leaked Modern Warfare 3 last year. Excuse me. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about the PlayStation, or Orbis, as people are starting to call it. That's its code name at this point. It carries the working code name Orbis. My cat is making... Hey! Stop! My god, interrupt my commentaries again. Okay, it's scheduled for a holiday 2013 release, so that's earlier than expected. And if it is carrying out a holiday 2013 plan, I would expect to see it at E3 either this year or at the latest next year, before the 2013 holiday release. It won't be backwards compatible with PS3 games, which is really disappointing for me. I mean, I always think about that with PS2 games sometimes. Like, if I wanted to play Need for Speed Underground, sorry, not Underground, I have that for the PSP. If I want to play the PS2 Need for Speed Most Wanted, which was actually one of my favorite games, then, you know, you could just easily, like, pop that in and play it. But you actually need to install a hard drive thing, which I did already. But for some reason it didn't work. Look at that nice little streak for the attack helicopter. Loving it. Yeah, so it won't be backwards compatible with the PS3 games, which is kind of disappointing in that standard. But it will lock new games to the PSN account as an anti-use games measure. Which I don't really agree with. I don't think that if you buy a game and you want to sell it back to the store, I don't think that there should be an actual PSN name that is kind of like stapled to that game. Like, if I wanted to, I broke my Modern Warfare 3 disc, but if I wanted to take that back to GameStop and you know, have them sell it to someone, which I wouldn't want to do. I wouldn't want to put someone else in such a terrible situation that they actually have to play this game. But look at me hating. But you know, if I wanted to return that, it'd have X-Iceman 3X like stable on the front of it, and what good is that for a used game? I mean, I get what they're doing here. They're trying to make money by... That guy just appeared right in my ass, but I get what they're trying to do here. I mean, they are trying to make people buy their games new, but GameStop and EB Games is not in America anymore. It's only in Canada. Double assist, nice. But I can see what they're trying to do, but places like GameStop and stuff use used games a lot. They sell them a lot, so you know, it gets kind of tricky in that standard. I mean, you are losing a lot of sales if you are GameStop. But other than that, PS3 will be making money, and the game developers will be making even more money if you can't resell a game. And you know, that's just my thought on it. I don't know what you guys think, but anyways, let's move on. Alright, new games can be bought either on Blu-ray or downloaded. So this is very exciting for me. You know, I don't always want to go out and buy a disc. It does seem better to buy a disc. Carmen, shut up! Oh my god! My cat is really, really loud when she plays with her spray and shit. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, god. Anyways, so this is really exciting for me because I always wanted something like Steam where you could just, like, if you want Modern Warfare 3, say you just, you know, like, everyone could have it. Like, there is no midnight release, there's no midnight launch, and it's kind of taking the toll on GameStop and EB Games as well, because people aren't going to go to stores anymore and buy CDs. It's just not... I mean, look at Blockbuster. It went bankrupt in the U.S. and it's about to go bankrupt in Canada too. And when you look at it, it's like people are downloading Netflix movies and on-demand movies. I know my television service provider has an on-demand service, which is a hell of a lot easier than going into a movie store and renting a DVD for 2 nights when you can have it whenever you want online. And this is kind of what's moving games too. I mean, you can download Modern Warfare 3 at midnight on a night instead of having to go out and sit in the November cold weather at 12 o'clock midnight to get some stupid game which you're gonna hate. I mean, it's maybe you guys have your own opinions on it too, but mine is just like it's kind of taking over the games industry and the game selling industry. I mean, PS3 right now, sorry, PS4, Sony is trying to do everything they can to stop people from buying buying used games and going to their stores. They're money heavy, they're power heavy, I guess you can say. I mean, all they're doing is earning money for themselves. But I do think that technology nowadays is stepping in that direction where downloadable games is now the new direction instead of going out and buying a DVD. This does make it less easier to go over to a buddy's house and say he doesn't have Modern Warfare 3 and like, I don't know, you wanted to bring your disc or something, but that's not possible anymore. If you download your games, which I probably will be doing. The one thing about downloadable games, though, they're not always that reliable in terms of keeping them. If you accidentally delete it or something, I mean, you can still get it back through the PlayStation Store, but, I mean, it is a new console, and I'm sure they'll work at those bugs if there is any, but, yeah, anyways, let's move on. Okay, the current specs are a big thing to a lot of people, not so much for me. I'm okay with the PC graphics and stuff, the PS3 graphics and stuff. I mean, what is this right now, 1290 by 1080, or is it 720? I don't know, but most games nowadays are in HD, and they look beautiful. I mean, even this game right now, it does look nice on my 32-inch HD screen, so I'm not really, I hate to say that I don't want a bigger, better resolution, because who doesn't want a newer, better resolution? But, I mean, I don't think that we really need a change in resolution as of right now. I just don't see the need for it. 1080 is fine for me. It's probably fine for anyone. And look at my Reaper bolts hitting that freaking crane. Always gets in the way. But the current specs on the PS4 or Orbis is AMD by 64 CPU and AMD Southern Islands GPU. I have no idea what that means. I'm gonna leave it to the professionals on that one. So yeah, I have no idea what any of that means. And anyways, the video is starting to wrap up here. You can Google AMD by 64 CPU and AMD Southern Islands GPU, but it's all in the link in the description if you want to go and check out some more details on the PS4, otherwise known as Orbis. And I hope you enjoyed this gameplay. It's a 33-6, I believe, so have a good day.